Be obsessed. And with obsession, I mean be obsessed with your craft, what you're trying to do. What does obsession mean? To think about someone or something all the time. That's the meaning of obsession. Why is it important? Because in this session, we're going to learn from Q Banks how and why obsession of one of his lessons, how he was able to go from A to B, and how he was able to become a millionaire and successful in his craft. So stay tuned and become obsessed. Over and out. Principle number 1, have passion for what you do.
It's a game of mastering human psychology.
Yes.
And if you can't do that, then you're just not gonna fucking.
It's you versus you.
Yeah.
It's you versus you. So I would say definitely that, of course. And it's one of those things that pretty much if you're trying to go this route, you have to define that passion for it.
Yeah.
Because I think this is the only skill set that I've known about for the past 10 years that has made a person have so many ups and downs and emotions and that kind of stuff as well.
You got to get used to be able to get and beat the fuck down.
like I'm talking
mentally.
about, oh God, beat, listen, stomped, kicked, everything.
Yeah.
I remember like my first time ever losing $1,000, like back in 2015. I just got paid for my job and everything, and then I deposited $1,000. It was hold on, wait. It was the same morning of NFP also and that kind of stuff. I was on a platform at the time. They had 3,000 to 1 leverage. Bro, it just sounds crazy now.
The 3,000 to 1 leverage.
3,000 to 1.
Yeah, that's wild.
So that means I was able to technically do
was that
like
$3 million to $1,000?
No, what is it? The calculation is kind of off, but so based on just that calculation, like right there, I was able to do 33 lots with $1,000 on like any kind of asset.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So immediately you're in full margin.
Yeah.
Immediately your margin level percentage is probably like 90 or like 95. So immediately. So the account's on edge.
The moment you enter, you're
on
almost
edge.
ready to get stopped out.
You're on edge. And yeah, bro, it was NFP.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was gone in
60 seconds, just like the movie.
45 seconds. No. 45 seconds, like, and then you just wait there. Remember, like with NFP, it's no kind of like push it. It just happens. All of a sudden, you have a big gap, and it's just blinking here.
Yeah, and you probably just worked your ass off at your job.
Yeah, no. And guess what I did next? Guess what I did next? No. Guess what I did next? I went on the couch and fell asleep.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that a person can do in that situation right there.
Yeah.
You got to just go to sleep.
Yeah.
So like that's like
sleep it off.
You have to sleep it off, bro, because I think that, and I think like also experiencing like my biggest loss as well. My biggest loss was 300,000 in like about like a day.
Yeah.
I was on an anniversary trip and that kind of stuff, and then that happened.
Yeah.
No stop loss. 40 lots on US 30. My projection was like 1.2.
You were doing a nap roll, bro.
Exactly. It didn't work out. And then like I woke up, checked my phone, red everywhere.
Yeah.
Close. Put it away, back to sleep.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything. I felt sick to my stomach and everything. But at the same time, I think it's cool because I've definitely made back from that point.
Yeah.
But it's like it's a very, very disgusting feeling that trading can actually give you if you go the wrong way.
Yeah.
But the only thing that keeps a person still in the game is passion.
Yeah.
Passion and just like dedication to the craft, knowing that, you lost money there, but it could have also been a win. So like, what did you do wrong to even like make that happen?
Lesson number 2, adapt to environment.
Themselves in some kind of way by actually showcasing showcasing their companies, trying to actually get leads that way. So that's when I started seeing that like, this is a way that people can actually learn about you, but also get to know the company that you're working with, but also get to know that person as a individual or a person or brand at the same time. So that's when I started actually indirectly working on my personal brand without me even knowing it actually. And then at that point, it just, it became super organic. So it was nothing really that was planned. It was more just me just acting like a regular user on Facebook, but then indirectly building my personal brand without even knowing it.
That's crazy. Because, I was going to say, if you strategically knew that you were going to build a personal brand back then, you're way ahead of the game.
So people always ask, like, hey, like, what made you learn this? Or like, who taught you this? I'm like, nobody. It was just like, it happened very, very natural. So like, you know, like books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and like all these things. Like people always say like, yo, Q, like, did you ever read that book? I'm like, personally, I've never ever read that book. I think indirectly I've been doing things that he spoke about, but that's me without being taught it. It was just more just like I had to actually adapt to that environment to actually take advantage of building a personal brand, learning from people in some kind of way, like doing things that was spoke about in that book, but without even like.
Next lesson, trust yourself and skill.
Then tell us the next scale up. So when you're scaling from there, was it the same mindset?
I think it's more just it's always the same mindset, but just you're critiquing the mindset to be a bit more emotionless, you know, more and more that you get into it, because at the end of the day, no matter how you see it, it's literally just numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's numbers on the charts and you're looking at just data, but that data can actually change your heart rate in an instant. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like one spike, all of a sudden your heart rate goes from 90 to like 180 immediately. So I think this is more just getting down to a point that I pretty much trust myself enough and I comprehend my knowledge and like skill enough to the point that I could then be more, I wouldn't say brave, but just emotionless to even like attempt that next level of a lot size and that kind of thing. Like even like when I started doing 5 lots back in like, I think early 2016, I had to go on demo for like about a week to even like just practice it, to even like feel like how it could feel. Mm-hmm. But I think that was the only time that I've ever even like demoed a new lot size and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do want to even like go up on a lot size, I've come into the habit of not even upping the lot size that way, but I scale into multiple positions or multiple positions, but with the same bias the entire time to even like up the lot size versus entering a big lot size, because that pretty much, it contains slippage, it contains so much other stuff that I don't even want to experience. Negative swap fees, all these things, versus just I scale over time based off of like my overall bias. So I'm not taking like a huge hit on spread and that kind of stuff instantly once I get in the trade.
Next lesson, when you get fired, keep grinding and don't give up.
In some kind of way, like I started to show up late, you know, start to cuss out the managers. Like I was just like furious of like where I was in life as a whole. So then I got fired over time. After 3 years of being with a company of 8 employees, like I got fired after being with that company for 3 years. It was kind of crazy to me because I put so much effort and time into the company. I got fired like that. So then after that, I started to actually find ways on how to actually make money online. And that took me a good amount of time. I came across affiliate marketing first. I stumbled on that for a little while. And then I got a little bit depressed for the mere fact that I was in the house the entire time. I wasn't really socializing with people. And I think I'm a somewhat of an extrovert, introvert in some kind of way, but I do like people. So then I came across the Target job. I enrolled in Target for like a winter job, you know, like part-time and that kind of stuff. I got hired. I stayed there for like about 10 months. And that's when the Target thing happened. And I quit Target for the main fact that I started up my trading program at the time. And I was on the phone with like one of my newest students. And right when I went on break, I was talking to the student. And then I told him that I couldn't talk anymore because I had to clock back in. And then when I hung up the phone, I was like, hold on, wait, what am I doing right now? The same thing that I'm on the phone talking to the guy about is the same thing that I'm doing like right now. So I was literally working a job that I'm trying to actually inspire a person to quit their job. I'm still at a job. So at that point, it didn't really make sense for me to continue the job, knowing that like if I want to actually be an example of this person, I got to pretty much be the example by quitting my job and going full-fledged with trading and like the program that I'm actually working with at the time.
Next lesson, force yourself to level up.
Yeah. So I'm very, very big on trying to force yourself to level up. Even if you're making like 5K days, like is it 5K days with one trade or like?
Yeah, just one trade with multiple positions.
Okay, yeah, one trade setup, but multiple. Okay, so like that same concept with a different pair, could make you that 10K day. Put it that way. Like if you're trying to actually do that with AU, it's not going to really happen no time soon because there's not really too much moves on AU to the point that could actually make that happen. Yeah. With the kind of losses that you're actually using. Yeah. You might have to actually scale
just
up.
5, 10.
Yeah. You might have to scale up a little bit more, or you scale in a bit more positions to even get that 10K. But like I said, applying that same effort to a different pair, that can make you that 10K day. You know what I'm saying?
So my issue with US 30 is it scares me.
No.
but you're not there yet. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's cool.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to get to that point. With US 30, like the same amount of efforts, and I realized the same amount of efforts that I was using to analyze gold, and at that point I was hitting like a 50K day on gold. I hit my first 100K day on gold also, and I was like, I put that same effort that I was analyzing on gold on 30, and I was making 200K days at times.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like that same effort. So it's not like you have to put in more work and everything. At times it's just the fear that you're trading to actually, break that barrier. Like at times like 5K is
Next principles, have no doubt.
Do you ever sit back? Because I'm a real nostalgic person.
Yeah.
Do you ever look back at those moments and then look at where you are right now and be like, wow, like I actually did it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. No, man, because I feel like this right here. Like, I mean, I'm not too sure if you'll agree, but at the same time, I'm very, very confident in myself. I had no doubts within myself. I understood, like, how I want to live, on what I want, like where I want to live, like all these things. So I feel like, bro, like I truly feel like I manifested like every single thing that I have like going on now. So it's not like I look back and like say to myself like, God damn, like I really did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, like this is real.
Got you.
I had no doubts about it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel confident about that. And even from like, let's say like my early posts and everything on IG and that kind of stuff, I used to always speak the same exact way on how I speak now. So like every single thing that I was talking about from back then, it was just a matter of time that, I found like a certain vehicle that could actually get me to that certain point.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That
So
makes perfect
it was like
sense.
no doubts, but yeah, like
Okay.
Next lesson, help your family to experience something new.
You had a lot of family around you.
Yeah, man.
There.
Yeah.
So how important is that for you, man, to involve like your uncle or your brother and things like that?
For me,
When you're doing
for me, it's just more just having them experience something different at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't always take a jet, for example, right? But like, because for one, a jet, I mean, you're still spending like, I think that jet was like around $35,000, something like that. But it was because like we had the flight was delayed, and I was gonna go to Florida the next day. They had no more flights. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to leave. Mom, jet life,
Let's go.
So it's like certain things like that, I think it's more like an experience thing, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want like my family to feel like, we are short of in any kind of way. So I feel like anything that I have going on, it could be an interview, it could be a podcast, it could be just an event, and I'm a part of it. Yo, listen, like come through, come see something different that you're not really used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it opens up their eyes also to, what is possible, like what is out there. You know what I'm saying? But also like kind of like me showcasing like what I have going on too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just what you're seeing on Instagram. Like this is like everyday life.
Next lesson, have patience.
like I put in my time, I put in my efforts. I changed my life with the skill that everybody's trying to learn now. So at the same time, like I like to be a result of what they're trying to get to, which is great.
No, definitely. It's been an absolutely incredible journey. And there's one key moment that I always like to relate to people on the podcast, which is when I know you have your daughter, right?
Yeah, correct.
So like, what was that like in terms of your journey? How much of a shift in mindset did that bring when that happened?
Patience. Patience, a lot of patience, because like there's times that like my daughter just talking, like, and I gotta just breathe, just breathe. And I feel like that kind of transition into the market, because like, there's certain times that like you're in consolidation for days and days and days at a time, and then you can't really just like make like a impulsive move, because now you could just mess everything up. Like imagine if I made an impulse move and then I shout at my daughter, and now I'll feel bad.
Yeah.
So I feel like just more being patient on making the person pretty much understand like, like what's going on, what not to do. Like, if I'm in consolidation and like everything's pretty much still valid for that certain trade, I'm still good. So it's not as if the trade pretty much went invalid and then it's still in consolidation. It stayed in consolidation but maintained a certain level of structure.
Definitely.
And I was pretty much confident that everything was going to go well. So it's more just being patient, waiting things out, and really, really diving into like the details of like what's going on to like make sure that I'm good for that trade. But just more being patient and trying to like talk things out a bit more. Explain things a bit more.
Characteristics do you feel like when you were younger that you still have helped you kind of gain this level of success that you have now?
I think just being very, very like not really taking no for an answer. Like just seeing failure and like not really giving up based on just seeing like that one sense of failure. Because with me, like I consider myself like a visionary.
Okay.
I understand how I plan on being in a certain field and that kind of thing. Like when it comes to trading, like I think I kind of been seeing all of this coming together from like a long time ago. As far as from how I was going out, talking to people, trying to actually interact with the community and that kind of stuff, trying to actually network a lot, flying different places and that kind of thing, and then kind of realizing like, yo, like we probably got something here, you know. So like seeing things before it actually comes to fruition and being stuck on that, you know, and then being very, very obsessed with a project that I'm working on. Like I'm not the kind of person that pretty much starts a project and don't even finish a project. I'm stuck on a project for years before I even say, you know what, let me start on a new project. You know, so like I'll consider myself like maybe a person that's a bit obsessive, like when it comes to a certain thing that I'm into, you know.
Sure,
Yeah.
which has
good.
which
Which
has
is good.
served you. Yeah, which has served you tremendously.
Thanks for watching. I hope the 10 episodes or the 10 principles really helped you the most. So let me know which of those 10 principles you need to work on, and which of those principles is it that will help you to go from A to B, and how you can take those principles and make it a success for yourself. Leave a comment, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.